My name is Ethan Sather. I play O-line for the Eden Prairie Eagles. Prep Sports Extra starts now. Go Eagles.
Hi everybody, welcome to Prep Sports Extra alongside Julia Daniels. I'm Will Hall. A loaded show for you tonight, including highlights from 15 different games. We start out with our spotlight game between undefeated Minnetonka and Eden Prairie, Julia.
Yeah, Will, Tonka has been rolling early, but EP always tough and did defeat the Skippers last season.
Yep.
So this was going to be a good matchup, setting up for a classic. Let's take a look at these highlights.
Juju, as you were saying, this battle lived up to it tonight. Caden Gutzber's knee banged up, so Caleb Francois starts at quarterback tonight. This was an absolute brawl. Shout out to both squads' O-lines. Most impressive hog mollies I've seen all season long. Promising drive for EP ends with a missed field goal here. Ooh. Still tied at 14 in the third quarter. Later in the second half, Francois facing 4th and goal, but he's stuffed at the goal line. Montana State commit Gavin Walden coming up with a huge stop for Eden Prairie. We move ahead in the fourth. After a skipper stop, the future Cyclone calls game. The spin move, his third touchdown of the night, is the game winner. Skipper stay undefeated, 21-14, the final. Heading south from there, Ray Benton and Shakopee hosting 3-1 Osseo tonight. The Orioles answering back here in the first. Wes Kranz rolls out. He finds Braylon Eidsvug. All name team alert.
I like that.
Eidsvug. I love that name. Nice grab. 8-7 Sabres in front. On to the second. Shakopee adding to their lead. Jake Kortz swinging it out to Chris Paris for his second score of the night. Shakopee takes this one. They move to 4-1. 36-19 the final.
All right, Will, let's go to Farmington, and I think Rosemount is still continuing their revenge tour this season. Ja'Kai Hawley on the carry here. Woo! And he's off. What do you say, Will? Grab the oxygen tank. That's an Irish
Juju.
I remembered. And then they've got the QB sneak, Finn Mackin. Great name as well.
That is.
He keeps it for another Rosemount tutty. And they win this one with a whopping final 35-7.
A Mac chicken, if you will.
I like it.
I'm hungry. Ben Burke and Lakeville South hosting Egan. South's defense just suffocating tonight against Nick Johnson's Wildcats. Defense turns over Egan right there with the fumble. Look at this play. It's the defense again. Oh, high point in the ball. That's Max Zagorski with the pick in the end zone. Cougars roll 31-8. They're now 4-1 this season.
All right, let's head to the East Metro. Woodbury hosting Stillwater Royals, down 7-0 at half, but they would rally. Emmett Snuggerud takes it in himself to tie things up right there. Woodbury puts it away in the fourth with some tough running for Mark Mathis. He finishes the job right there. Royals win this one 28-13.
All righty, White Bear Lake hosting undefeated Forest Lake tonight here in the first. Connor Johnson finds like a Mack truck, Mac Jerkovich for the 15-yard touchdown pass. We move to the second quarter, Rangers adding to their lead. This is Jaden Anuanga with the field goal as the Rangers stay undefeated, 32-3 the final. Anuanga, all name team.
Anuanga, I like it.
Mounds View at East Ridge tonight. This one scoreless in the third quarter when the Mustangs get the scoring started. Beckham Wheeler sneaks it in. That puts Mounds View in front, 7-0. Mustangs get some insurance in the fourth. Look at that tough run from Caden Tran. Just forces his way into the end zone. Mounds View gets the shutout win, 21-0 the final.
All right, we got Champlin Park at Blaine. Champlin Park leads 14-7 in the second quarter. Noah Titan finds Jamison Niska for a solid gain there, and that helps set up this score that we're going to see right here. Niska, again, great names tonight. Takes it to the house, ties things up at 14, but you know what? Champlin Park finds a way. They win this one 28-24, a close one.
How about that? The Rebels moved to 4-1. Rogers hosting Mike Diggins and Centennial in the first half. Cougars on the attack. This is junior Toby Serta right into your living room and right past you. How about Toby? Looking out for our photog Jenny tonight. Much appreciated.
Shout out Jenny.
Yes, shout out Jenny indeed. Later in the first half, QB Isaac Belinsky Strauss on the sneak. Cougars move to 4-1.
Hot Highlights is sponsored by Truestone Financial.
All right, time to announce our Week 4 Hot Highlights winner, and by just a handful of votes, Buffalo takes it home. Will, you shot it, so you've got 2 this season.
All right,
Tell us
Juju.
about it.
We got 2 on the board here. Yeah, how about this? A Buffalo hook and ladder for the touchdown on 4th down last week to help the Bison knock off Armstrong. Big congrats to Buffalo. They received swag and a cash prize thanks to Truestone. Hook and ladder. I hope we see another one this season.
I haven't
It's all
shot
right.
a single
It's all
Hot
right.
Highlights winner yet this
It's all right.
season.
We still have half a
If
season
you,
to go.
You know what? If you see me at your game, you know what to do, okay?
Vote for Juju's highlights. We still got plenty to get to here on Prep Sports Extra. We dip down to 5A to check on Buffalo and Monticello.
Plus, we have a major 3A showdown between Holy Family and Annandale to check on that after the break.
Hi, my name is Godson Rufus Okamheru. I play wide receiver, safety, running back, and outside linebacker. I go to Mounds View High School, and you're watching the Prep Sports Extra.
Welcome back to Prep Sports Extra in Class 5A. Chanhassen hoping to bounce back after suffering their first loss of the season last week, Julia.
Yeah, Will, I was at this game, and man, bounce back, I think, would be an understatement.
Certainly did that tonight.
For this one, Chan leads 19-0 second half. 3rd down on their own 2-yard line, and Chance.
Woo!
Nathan Ramler rocket launch downfield to James Kaufman. Same drive, they cash in, digging themselves out of that hole in their own territory. That touchdown from Peyton Ramsey there. Mankato, though, trying to respond, but Helen Willard sends it right to Storm's Peter Vidmar.
Woo.
Storm ball again. They cash in on the turnover. Another visit to the end zone. This time, Vince Standley. The final of this one, Chan rolls 33-2.
Boom, boom. All right, Monticello and Buffalo facing off as a couple of 3-1 teams. This was all magic this evening, already up 6-zip. When they go the halfback pass, Garrett Bauer finds Adam Brenny for the score. Monticello up 14-zip. Then later in the quarter, this time it's Bauer catching the touchdown pass. Already the 3rd of the half as the Magic roll in this one, 52-14. The final. Charles Adams in Minneapolis North hoping to stay undefeated tonight, hosting St. Paul Johnson in the first half. Pullers go into the ground attack. Taven Stahl, the sophomore, with the tough 10-yard touchdown run right there. Later in the first half, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Back to the ground and pound. This is Tyshawn Jenkins with the touchdown run. Minneapolis North, shout out to Coach Adams and company. They moved to 5-0, 45-18 the final.
5-0. All right, Hill Murray taking on South St. Paul tonight. Pioneers already up 14-0 when Grady Buettner takes it in for his 2nd TD of the day to make it 21-0. Packers do show some fight in the second. Sincere Thar McCampbell launches one deep to Ben Thrun, and he brings it in for the touchdown. Hill Murray, though, they're going to roll 35-14. The final.
Richfield on the road at Benilde St. Margaret's tonight, and the Red Knights rolling in this one up 20-0 when Joe Rakowiak punches it in from 2 yards out. Later in the second, Jaden Garibaldi weaving his way through the defense right there. BSM rolls in this one 54-12 the final. They're now 3-2 this season.
All right, Annandale at Holy Family. Holy Family with the ball here. First drive of the night. High snap, and quarterback Ethan Wright drops a knee in the end zone, and that's our first safety that we've talked
Safety
about this
dance.
year. All right, Annandale up 2-0 early. They march right down the field on their next possession, and Cam Ergen with that short run in. 9-0 Cardinals. The final of this one, 30-10 Annandale.
All right, taking a look at some of the scores from around the state. Staying in 6A here, Maple Grove heads up north. They take care of business against Moorhead, 56-14 the final. Edina goes on the road, knocks off STMA, 42-21.
All right, we got Wyzetta and Park Cottage Grove, 45-3 the final of that one. Prior Lake over Lakeville North, 28-7.
Taking a look at some other scores from around our area. Spring Lake Park stays undefeated. They knock off Armstrong, 35-14 the final.
Wow.
And Elk River takes care of business against Cambridge Isanti, 51-19 the final.
All right, Cretin-Durham Hall over Tartan, 56-6. Hastings over Two Rivers, 29-19.
As the scores keep rolling in here, Totino Grace takes care of business against Fridley, 52-6 the final, and Orono goes on the road, knocks off Zimmerman by a final score of 30-27. 21. A lot of fun tonight on Prep Sports Extra. Hard to believe. Week 5 in the books. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere. We'll see you same time, same place next Friday night.